over 50, so what? Welcome to the program. I'm Carol O'Halloran. Today I'm going to kick off with a quote from Antonio Banderas. He said, "I think the problem with being older is when your body can't do what the mind wants. Then, Houston, we have a problem." Well, today we meet some women up to 85 who are determined to keep their bodies moving and prevent physical decline and osteoporosis. We're going to a class called Balance and Bones. Please join us in the fun fitness segment after the break. And for those of you who are not too good with your balance, there's a chair version. Lastly, we take a look at Zumba Gold, a Latin-inspired class with the Vivacious Catalina. As we get older, it's not uncommon for us to notice some loss of mobility, flexibility, strength. We may be more susceptible to falls. Well, today we're going to find out about a fantastic program called Balance and Bones. This has been developed by an ex-physio, Helene Redding, and she's going to tell us all about it, and we're going to see it in action. Hi, Helen.
Hi, Carol. Thank you for inviting me.
It's taken us a few weeks to get organised, but we got there in the end.
Yes.
Now, Balance and Bones, and you're an ex-physio.
Yes.
So what made you come up with this whole concept?
It goes back to when I was 50, actually, Carol. My mother had appalling osteoporosis, and I thought I'd better go and have a DEXA scan. And I was very much on the verge. I was osteopenic, which is the stage before osteoporosis. And so I thought, I've got to do something about this. And then I found a book called Strong Women Stay Young by Miriam Nelson of Tufts University.
Yeah, very popular book, that one.
Yes, well, it's fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. And I was working in aged care at the time, and in the 5 years that I'd been doing it on my own, my bone density had not deteriorated at all, which is amazing because after menopause you can expect it to disintegrate by 5% in the first year, and then 1% per year after that. And the same thing happens to your muscles. Unfortunately, women lose the benefit of estrogen once they reach menopause, and so they can go downhill much more quickly. It also affects men. But they start off from a better point of view because they've got stronger bone mass to start with, and their bones are bigger. But with testosterone wearing down, they can also get osteoporotic and lose muscle mass. If you have it in your family, there's an even greater risk of getting osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is painful, it's very, very limiting, it causes problems with digestion and with your breathing because of the fractures. You can reverse this bone loss by lifting weights. Not sort of bulking up weights, which is lots of weights done very, very quickly. We see in the gym, this is a gentle program. You lift 80% of your maximum weight. The idea is that at the end of your routine, each muscle thing, you're supposed to feel, I'm so glad that's over. That's how hard you need to be working.
So you're just struggling to get that last one or two repetitions
out. Exactly.
out.
Because I'm seeing so many great benefits from it, I asked my manager if I could start it at the community health centre. And she said, well, yes, I could if I raised money for the weights. Okay, so I did a sponsored bike ride from Murray to Moore, and I raised the money for the weights, and we started with 12 people, and within 6 months we had 200 people.
And here we have Jocelyn, who's 2IC, so she's actually an ex-physio as well, so sometimes she jumps in and helps out.
Yes, and I have another helper as well, Sandra joins, because I can't set the computer up so that they can see my leg exercises. So I do arms and she does legs.
And what benefits have you got out of these sessions?
Oh, well, I think it's very important to exercise. And it's the company and, yes, the social activity as well. That's very important, and that's really part of U3A. They want us to come and socialise.
Yeah, it's important for your mental health.
Of course it is, yeah. Yes, to keep strong, to avoid falls, and that's what they're all about. We thoroughly enjoy the classes, all of us.
So when I retired, Sue Steele gave me a CD of a program, and I must be honest, I looked at it and I thought, I can do better than this. So we started it here, and U3A have been incredibly generous with providing weights and dumbbells and everything, and very, very supportive. And so when we came to lockdown, I was doing it in this hall. When we came to lockdown, there was U3A provided Zoom facilities, and it was a really good move because I could look after up to 250 people, and they could come twice a week, which is the ideal.
So today we're going to see a small group doing it in person.
Doing a small group today,
And now
yes.
you've been able to accommodate so many more people through Zoom.
Absolutely, yes.
Now, what's your advice to those people, you know, coming for the first time that may have a few sort of, you know, niggly bits?
I always send them a welcoming letter and a couple of documents, which is how to do it, and housekeeping issues and safety issues. And I also offer to go round to their homes, if they wish, to run through the programme with them. And I do have 2 participants who have cochlear ear implants, and they were very grateful for that. They took advantage of it. There was another woman who had quite bad physical problems, and I went round and made a modified programme for her.
So basically anyone, as long as they're with Bayside U3A, they can come and join your Balance and Bones on Zoom.
They can, yes. And in fact, we've had people from who've been on holiday in Queensland joining in, and one woman who was over in New Zealand joined in. So anybody can join in as long as they're a member of U3A.
So we know that weight bearing is fantastic for your bone density,
Yes.
and that's even just walking and cycling, and that is good for weight bearing. And then a lot of the people watching who are a bit older are a bit reluctant to go into a proper gym.
Well, in the expense as well, Carol,
and
actually.
The expense,
yes, yes.
So you're providing a way where you're just using hand weights as resistance and maybe own body weight as resistance.
Well, mainly it's hand weights and ankle weights, actually, yes. But I'd like to get across too, Carol, that it's not just people who are worried about their bone density or their muscle. Everybody should be doing strength.
Falls prevention.
Yes, yes, that's right. I do a lot of exercises for the core, and also balance exercises and exercises to maintain the mobility and strength in the ankles.
So mobility, strength, flexibility.
Yes. Most of the people who were with me walk or swim or ride bikes, play golf. You know, they've got a sort of a balanced program. So it works really well because we only do it twice a week. You need to let time for the muscles to recover.
Yes, and I know that as you get older you need longer time between sessions to recover.
Yes, because actually when you're doing it properly, you are causing micro tears in the muscle fibres, and that's how strengthening occurs. You leave time in between each session for the muscle fibres to recover.
So if there's any 87-year-olds out there watching, what would you say to them?
Get up and get going. It's very good for you. And some of the exercises can be done sitting in the chair as well. We didn't really demonstrate that today. So it's very important to listen to your body.
Yes, to work at your own level.
Yes, that's right.
Your own limitation. Balance and Bones. 5-minute fitness, you know the drill, all your regulars, on your feet if you can, or follow Fabulous Faye with a chair for support. Start with a little step touch. It's coming, and that's it. You can do a little step touch like this, or a big one. And with your arms, you can do your own thing. Do your own groovy, cool moves. Get into the groove. Now, just make sure there's nothing around you that you might trip over, because we're going to move forwards. And we go forwards. That's it. And back. Do it again. Hold it on the spot. Ready? And back. See, putting a little bit of a bounce into it. Getting into my groove. My groove's going to be different to your groove. It's going to be different to Faye's groove. Now we're going to do it the same thing in the circle. Touch, step, touch. Now we're going to take it to 2 steps. Ready? 2 steps. Let's go. That's it. And if you want to take it to a little bit of a rocking movement or a digging movement, so, or a scoot, call it whatever you like. Now this double step touch, we're going to take it forward on the diagonal. Coming forward. Remember, watch out for the floor. And back. Just a slight diagonal. Forward again. That's it. We got it. Yes. Take it back. Okay, hold it there. Now make sure you're nice and stable because we're going to lift our leg to the side with the heel. We do 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, other side. 8, 7, 6, 5. Pushing out with the heel. This is great for your gluteus medius. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Other side, wait for it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we do 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and change. 1, 2. Really make sure your heel is going out. So this is the wrong way to do it. Whoops. Should have changed feet. 4. Again. 4, 3, 2. Now we do singles. 1. That's it. So the gluteus medius is right there and it's great to strengthen your hips. Avoid those hip replacements. 5 minutes a day. Did you ever dance when you were younger? Or maybe when you were younger you thought you might like to try it. Maybe you think you're not coordinated, but you thought, well, I really would like to dance. Or maybe you'd like to take it up again. Well, today we're going to Zumba Gold. It's an easy, fun, Latin-inspired class. Now some of you may be sitting here thinking, I'm too old to get out and do some dancing and you know, get out and meet new people. Well, today we've got the beautiful Menka here.
I'm nearly 86.
So Menka's 85. She keeps jumping the gun and saying she's 86 and it's not till January.
No, because I'm the only one left out of my whole family still alive. That's why I like to skite about being nearly 86.
So Menka, how long have you been doing Zumba Gold?
Oh, I was one of the first, along with 3 others, 5 years. But my knee wasn't as bad then. I could really jump around, do everything. But I'm not giving up.
Yes, a lot of people will use as an excuse, they've got bad knees or hips or whatever. So just tell everyone, what's going on with your knee, and you're still out there at 85 doing it.
Oh no, I won't let something like a knee. It's a bone-on-bone knee, but I'm not going to let that stop. I cook soup and give it to all the oldies. I'm not an oldie.
Everyone's an oldie if they're 10 years older than you are, right?
My grandkids laughed. They said, "You talk about oldies." He said, "You're older than any of them." I said, "No, I don't consider myself. I consider myself a senior."
You haven't been doing Zumba that long. Were you a dancer in a past life?
No, I've worked from the age of 13. I love dancing. I really love dancing. But no, I just like to move. And the music, once it starts, I can't stop.
So how did you hear about Zumba Gold in the first place?
Lady Judy, she came and told us, "You've got to do Zumba." And of course, that's it. I was in it.
Meta.
Hello.
Welcome to Over 50 So What?
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, how long have you been doing Zumba Gold for?
For a long, long time, maybe 15, 20 years. I started at City Bath, and then I went to the Holden Street thing because Catalina was doing a new thing there. So I started there too, so I can have 2 classes a week.
I thought you're doing 2 classes a week and you've been doing it 15, 20 years.
Yes.
60 has got a knee problem, a back problem, a shoulder problem, a back problem. They go, "Oh, I don't know how I'm going to go with my bad knee." What advice would you give them?
Well, the good thing and the not so good thing is that I have an injury myself. I've been dealing with an injury for many years, so I kind of know how that feels like. So I invite people to modify, to be gentle, and just take it easy. And I actually advise them as well to have a chat with their medical practitioner to ensure that they can do it, and also to figure out how to modify, because everybody is so different. So what works for me may not work for them, and vice versa. So it's just do whatever works for your body.
And you're celebrating 5 years with this particular Zumba Gold group today. Tell us about what we're doing.
Oh my God, I'm so excited because this program, as of yesterday, we had the first class 5 years ago. We started with a group of 8 people, and now we have 20-something in the class on Mondays. We're just gonna play lots of party songs that are very easy to follow and that they know very well. So that means that you don't have to worry about the steps. It's just about having fun. And I like dress up, so I make everyone dress up very colorful, and you did very well. And I bring accessories, and we're gonna have lots of fun today.
Yes, can't get too much fun in life. We've got to get more fun. Now, who's the oldest person that comes to your Zumba Gold?
Oh, there she is. The oldest person at the moment in this class is Menka. She's 85. In my other class, I actually had someone who is 92. And she started ballroom dancing when she was 60. So that means that it's never too late to start, and everyone can do this.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. Now, where do people go to find Zumba? You mentioned this one is with the Holden Street Neighbourhood House. So how would they find a Zumba class near them?
Yeah, so something amazing about the Zumba program is that it's worldwide. Everyone in the world can do Zumba. So if you go to zumba.com, there is a link that says find a class. And then just make sure that you filter Zumba Gold, very important, filter Zumba Gold, and you will find and put your area, and you can find all the instructors and classes in your area. We all keep the classes updated. There are some that are online, a lot of gyms, neighborhood houses, community centers, leisure centers. Most of them are offering this program now.
Wow, and they can come and have a first class for free with you, can they?
They can. With us, yes, they can. And most of us, Zumba instructors, offer the first class for free.
Have you noticed any physical benefits or mental benefits?
Oh, certainly. Yeah, just the movement of your body and socializing with people, different people, because when you're working, you have sort of a similar thing in common, working, but outside it's very different. And when you retired, it's very different again. You have to make your own sort of activities, meeting people. Otherwise, you stay home all day.
Great to see you out there doing the Zumba Gold class. Now, you're a newbie. This is only your 3rd class, is that right?
Yes, Carol. It's been my 3rd class, and I came for the first trial, and then the second, I think I must have come for half a class, and this is my real full class. And today was one of the fabulous classes because we have all, I think everybody has been enthused in the class. And if you can see me sweating, it has done the works for me today.
So how did you hear about the class in the first place?
It was one of the things where I was walking past the neighborhood, the Holden neighborhood, the center, and I just thought, let me go in and see what's there. And I saw this catalog, and I just dropped in. And Mary did open the door because it was fairly late. And she peeped in through the door and to the mesh door and talked to me and asked me to come the next day. And then I said, oh, it's Zumba Gold, okay, let me try. So fantastic, and here I am in the class.
So you came on your own. Had you done any dancing before?
Yes, this has been almost 7 years ago when I tried a bit of Zumba. And I just went for about 3-4 classes then. But something about me. I like this music, the swing, the beat, and it just gets you on.
So what would you say to someone, this show is for the over 50s, but what would you say to someone who's over 50, over 60, over 70 or over 80 about trying Zumba Gold for the first time?
It's the best exercise ever. Every muscle in the body is worked. You can't do anything better than Zumba. Really. I'm on the move all the time. I do Tai Chi, I do water rope, but Zumba is the best of the lot.
And how long do you think you're going to do it? Are you going to do it to your 100th birthday?
If I'm still around, I will keep on doing it.
Well, we can always do Zumba in the chair, right?
No, everyone keeps on saying, you should have a chair. I said, no, I'm going to keep going on my feet for as long as I can.
So the whole thing is too, it doesn't matter if you make mistakes, if you've never danced before, if you're not coordinated. What would you say to people who are a bit anxious about, oh, I don't know if I could do it?
I just say, why not try it? You know, something new is always good. If you don't try, you don't know. And all you need to do is just listen to the music and move your body. That's it.
There's no wrong way to do it, right?
No, not at all.
So, how many more years do you think you'll keep doing it for?
I'll keep doing until I can't do it anymore.
So what sort of benefits would you say that you've got out of it and other people might get out of it?
Even though it's hard for me at the moment, but every bone in my body, you exercise with Zumba. She's marvelous, Catalina. Every neck, every arm, every part of the body. It's the best exercise of the lot. I would say Zumba is better than anything.
And do you do a bit of socialising with?
Oh, I'm out every night, darling. My daughter keeps saying, oh, you've got a bigger social life than I have. I'm out nearly every night for dinner.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm sure you're going to help a lot of people to get up and do it.
Do it. Don't sit around. I never sit around. No, it's wonderful. I would recommend Zumba both to male and female. Unfortunately, males, as soon as they see so many females, they don't stay.
Well, thanks so much, Minka.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
We've come to the end of the program. Remember, for information on any of our guests, please go to our website, carolohalloran.com. To join in with Balance and Bones, check out Bayside U3A Network. And for Zumba Gold, Google Zumba Gold or ask at your local community centre or neighbourhood house. Please connect with us through Facebook, YouTube and Insta. Over 50, so what? Now, pick up those dumbbells or wiggle those hips and get moving. I'm Carol and this was Over 50, so what? Thanks for watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe and then you'll never miss an episode. Jump on Facebook, join our group, get in on the fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. I'm Carol, over 50. So what?